Welcome back to Juice and Java. Right now we're joined with Eric from the 20 Watts magazine. So welcome, Eric. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Erika.
So I guess my first question for you is, what exactly is your position at 20 Watts?
I'm the managing editor at 20 Watts, and what I do is kind of coordinate all the content that goes up between our section editors and our editor-in-chief. So I'm kind of like the go-between between the section editors and the editor-in-chief.
So 20 Watts is primarily a music magazine. Can you tell me what audience you cater to?
We try to cater to all audiences, like everyone imaginable possibly listens to music. We do skew more towards kind of like the independent music realm, but we try to bring in as many different genres as possible that we analyze, I guess.
So for your stories, do you do a lot of features or do you do news articles? How does that all go into the magazine?
We are very proud of some of our longer features. Like with the last issue, we did a 4,000-word feature on the Ithaca story. I don't think any other campus magazine does features that long. For the next issue that's coming up, we did a pretty extensive feature on college radio and where it's at from 10 years ago to now, kind of like an analysis of that. So we're pretty proud of our features. We also have a lot of reviews that go up every single week from our reviews department. That goes up on our blog. And we do a lot of cool front-of-books things in the magazine.
Looking back over the semester, what would you say is your favorite story that you guys have worked on?
My favorite story? It would probably be Jim DeGraff. He was in our first issue this semester, and he's a painter who goes to concerts and he paints live shows.
Oh, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part, I guess, about being on the staff?
My favorite part about being on the staff is probably the fact that it's a very, I guess, similarly minded community of people who are, for the most part, very, very dedicated at putting out a quality product and, usually, I guess, getting things on time in like a very kind of like timely and productive manner. I really like being a part of the staff.
Would you find that that's challenging?
It is challenging because sometimes there are there are challenges that comes up. Like sometimes we just can't possibly meet deadlines because we haven't gotten the interviews that we want or the content that we need. So it is challenging, but on the other hand, I think that most of our staff is very, very both talented and dedicated at what they do.
Awesome. So why do you think this magazine is important to have on a college campus and particularly to SU students?
Well, the thing is that we're the only music magazine on campus. We're the only specific music magazine on campus. And I really like that there is one niche that we fill that hopefully caters to most of the people on campus or most of the people that would be interested in reading a music magazine, like the music that we represent and enjoy reading us and enjoy reading our voice. Also, our blog generates a ludicrous amount of hits every single month. We checked the stats for our blog just the other day, and we got something close to 28,000 hits this past month for November. So, I'm a little new to this. I only came on over the summer, over the beginning of the summer, but it's pretty freaking good, I think.
And I know you're talking about your blog, but then you also have a radio show in addition to the magazine? Yes,
a radio show in addition to the magazine because we are technically, I guess, owned, or we are a part of WRW technically. We do have a radio show with them. It goes on on Saturday nights from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So it's a very
long.
It's not the finest time slot because most people are out partying or doing things on Saturday night, but it is really enjoyable. We have a lot of stuff that we play. We play an hour of local music, an hour from our 20 feature that goes up each week on the blog, and an hour of local music.
So will there be another issue before the end of the semester?
There should be another issue before the end of the semester. It's our Best of the Decade issue. It's also our 20th anniversary issue, so our 20th issue in 5 years. We're very excited about it. We have a best of list in reviews of 20 of the best albums of the decade. We have, like I said, a few very extensive features, and our front of book section is filled with artists that we hope will advance in the next 10 years.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stay tuned for Juice and Java. Up next, we have an interview with somebody from the Anime Club.